Hello there folks, Cody here. The Steam Spring Sale is going on, and I thought it would be a good time to just talk about some of my favorite games that are on sale. So first and foremost, Slay the Spire is on sale. It's $6. I've played this game for like 2,000 hours or something crazy like that. It's a roguelike deck builder that launched 1,000 kajabillion clones of itself. It's awesome. I love it. I'm more than excited. I'm so excited for 2 to come out. But if you're a fan of roguelike deck builders and you somehow haven't played Slay the Spire, now's a great time to pick it up. And then we've got Inscription is on sale, which again, amazing. It is a deck builder. It's not really a roguelike. There's a roguelike mode. It's very like story focused, and just Daniel Mullins is a genius. Like, oh my god, like all of his games are amazing. But it's great. It starts off like a roguelike deck builder, but I don't want to spoil too much. If you haven't played it, it's so awesome. There's a demo up for it still. Go play it. It's on sale for $8. It's well worth it. Just the narrative story that you go through is insane. And then if you like roguelikes, they added a roguelike mode after the game launched, and it's phenomenal. Up next is Monster Train, which is another. I kind of stacked all my favorite games in order here. I love deck builders. That was like pretty much the only thing I played for a good couple years after I got addicted to Slay the Spire. Yeah, I played other stuff, but it's just like my favorite type of game is a roguelike deck builder. Monster Train's awesome, much like Wild Frost. It's got the you've got like units and you've got to protect your train and enemies move up, and it's like a kind of like a tower defense-y kind of thing in a way. But it's awesome. It also has like, not charms, but there's upgrades you can buy for your units, which I guess they are actually very charm-like now that I've sat here and thought about it for a second. But very cool. You can upgrade your units, all sorts of difficulty ascensions to climb up and stuff like that. It has the collectible thing, which I watched Baelord go through and collect everything. I thought about maybe doing that for a little while. This one also has a sequel coming out, so super excited. This one is on sale for 70% off. It's only $7.50. Insane deal. Does it say how many hours I have? You have like 200 hours in this one. So just awesome. This was like, as far as roguelike deck builders go, it's like Slay the Spire, and then Monster Train was the first really, really good one that came out, I feel like. After that, like there were some that came out and they were fine, but like this one like did its own thing. Like, and then next we have Griftlands. This one I love. Never seemed like it got too popular. This one was made by Clay. It's Clay how you say it? You know, they made Don't Starve and stuff. It's got amazing visuals for a roguelike deck builder. You have multiple decks. I think this is like a cinematic trailer. I don't think it's going to show any of the gameplay stuff, right? Yeah, no, let's play this one. This one will show off the actual cards. Yeah, so like you can interact. It's like an RPG in a way, and you have 2 different decks. Wow, this UI is so old. That doesn't look like that. But you have a like combat deck, and then you have like a wow, I wish the game worked like that. That's not how the game works. This trailer is old. Oh my god. But you have a combat deck that you can bake, and then you also have a like negotiation deck, and like there's 3 different characters you can play as, completely different card pools and stuff that you can pull from. There's like neutral cards, but they're shop items and they're like single use. It's very cool. There's a big story mode that you can go through with every character. There's ascensions. If you don't want to do the story mode, they have like I guess like boss rush would be the best way to play it, but it's just like a straight map. You just run through and fight a bunch of stuff, but super awesome. It's Clay. It's got amazing visuals. Story's really cool. This one's on sale. Oh, there's a demo. Wow, this game came out like 4 years ago. That's crazy that there's still a demo. There's a demo. You can go try it out for yourself, and it's on sale for $8. Up next, we got Backpack Hero. I love this one a lot. This one is the inventory management roguelike. I still consider it kind of like a roguelike deck builder. That's why it's on this part of the video. Super fun. I loved playing this one. I just felt like I was really bad at it, and a lot of the views I got on it were from like kids, and that was not my target audience. So I don't know, it felt weird just keep playing it for the few views I got. But there's so many characters. There's like 5 characters at least now, last time I played, and like they all do different things. Like she's all about pets. You saw the robot there who's all about like chaining stuff together. They added this town that you're rebuilding. Super cool. I played this one a lot more in early access, haven't touched it much since it went into 1.0, but really awesome, really fun art style, like crazy interactions, like the builds you have are like limitless. It's kind of like auto battlery in a way, like there's like specific things that you can do and like different synergies, but then there's like really like niche case synergies that you can get as well. Super awesome. There's a demo up for this one. Definitely go check it out. On sale, 40% off, $12. I mean, I got 70 hours out of it in early access, so I'm sure you'll get even more. And when I played, I played so much of just this one character, so much. It was crazy. But really like this one. Maybe I should go back and revisit this one. Into the Breach, another GOAT, greatest of all time. It's on sale for $6. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there were definitely tactics roguelikes before this one, but I feel like this came out and now we're like, this came out in 2018, Jesus. But I feel like we're finally starting to get like all the Into the Breach fan games, if that makes any sense. Like we're getting so many, like, oh, it's a tactics game with this twist on it or whatever, you know what I mean? But Into the Breach is awesome. I love it. It's amazing. I thought I put FTL first, which is this dev's first game that came out. But yeah, amazing. I always keep an eye on the stuff that they make after FTL came out, just because I love that game so much. It's truly one of the best like strategy games ever made, in my opinion. Into the Breach specifically here. So yeah, if you haven't played it, now's a great time to pick it up. Up next, we have FTL, which is also from Subset Games. This was their first game, as far as I know of. Amazing. This game was the first real-time, like, with pause game that I played, and I had this came out in 2012. That you can pause it. All the combat's real-time. It's got the sideways map. It's the first, like, I don't know if it shows the map in here. Nah, it doesn't. But you've got like different ships to start with. There's just all sorts of fun stuff. It's everything you want in a roguelike. It's real-time combat, but it has pause. The big thing to do is like people would play it without pausing, which is crazy to me on like the highest difficulty. It's just so crazy. You get to upgrade your ship. There's like a lot of there's like a lot to do, but it's like so light. Like the UI is just so perfect. You can see everything at a glance. Like it's really amazing, like how complicated and deep the game is and how simple it is, like that it conveys all this information. It's a masterclass in just like game design. I think it's amazing. I've got over 100 hours on this one. I definitely got my money's worth. It's only $2.50. Yeah, it's just good stuff. Against the Storm, finally got a little newer game here. I love this game so much. I love city builders and I love roguelikes, and this like combines them into like the perfect like fusion. It's just amazing. You're cutting into the forest there, you're trying to find hiddens, like the world building's really good. It's all about, resource management, keeping your citizens, settlers, pioneers, explorers, whatever you want to call them, happy. It's just, I love it. How many hours do I have in this thing? But it doesn't show my hours, I guess because I actually reviewed this one. That's so funny. Let's see what my review says. Yeah, 10 design, yeah. I have almost 500 hours in it now. That's great. So I did put, this was basically when 1.0 launched, is when I did this review in. But it's so cool. There's tons of different citizens, the fantasy world building, all that stuff is great. So I definitely recommend this one if you're a fan of city builders or roguelikes, especially if you like both. It really is a great package. I'm really excited to see what Emmerich Games does next. And like this game turned me on to Hooded Horse as a publisher, and they have some amazing strategy games. Like that is like their niche. They know what they're good at, like what they have an eye for. And it's amazing. Yeah, rant over, I guess. Next up, a little different, still sticking in the roguelike category, but now we're going to action, which is Hades. If you haven't played the original Hades, you should. It's my favorite action roguelike ever. And I'm starting to get into more, like it literally is so good, it's been making me play more action roguelikes. And I love it. Like it's a complete package, Supergiant has been one of my favorite developer slash publishers. Like they publish their own. They're one of my favorite indie studios, basically, since Bastion was their first game that I played, and I love that game. And Hades is amazing. Like just the way the story works together, the mythology, the art style, like it really is a whole package. All the builds are crazy. Yeah, if you haven't played it, go play it. It's the way the roguelike element works with the gameplay and story, and like how the gods talk to you, and like how you talk to different people in Hades. What's the underground? What's the underworld called? Whatever. In the afterlife. It's amazing. And just like the way the bosses, like, it's so good. And then the way they do difficulty where you toggle like what different modifiers you want, and you can like make the game harder or easier. It's just, yeah, if you haven't heard of Hades at this point, do it. I loved 100%ing this one. I'm honestly surprised I only have that many hours in it, but I did buy this in early access when it was on Epic, so that's probably where a big chunk of my probably like 50 to 60 hours are, because I kind of same thing like with Against the Storm. In a lot of early access games I do this where I'll buy it, I will play it to a point where I'm either about to be sick of the game or I am sick of it, and then I just don't touch it until 1.0 comes around. But I can't wait for Hades 2, man. I'm waiting until it's done with early access. I want to just play through the whole thing, and it's on sale for $10. Amazing steal if you ask me. All right, up next, surprising nobody, is Vampire Survivors. Love this game, this genre. Kind of put me on the map. I don't even want to say put me on the map, but that's where I got like pretty much all my like YouTube views were from playing Bullet Heavens back in the day when I first started this channel. I've kind of moved away just because I don't know. It's got the same problem Slay the Spire has, where it's like this game is fun, but I'd just rather go play Slay the Spire or Vampire Survivors in the Bullet Heaven genre. But it's awesome. It's not a huge discount. It's $5. Normally it's $3.74, but the game is $5. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know. I just put this one on here because it's a good game. But you can get the bundle. I think the DLCs are discounted, maybe. I don't know, but you can pick up all the paid DLCs at a double discounted rate. But awesome game. Love Vampire Survivors. Go check it out. If you don't know about Vampire Survivors at this point, go watch anyone's video on it. It's an amazing game. It's the way it like can suck you in and get a hold of you. It's a masterclass in, I don't know, being a build. Yeah, like it's such a great broken build game. I love it. All right, up next, following that, Halls of Torment. Amazing game. This is pretty much where I got the bulk of my 1,000 subs. I'm pretty sure most of y'all that are subscribed to me for Halls of Torment. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's another Bullet Heaven a la Vampire Survivors. This was the first, like, oh my god, I want to play this more than I want to play Vampire Survivors. The Diablo 1-esque, like, early 90s PC 3D graphics, like, the sound design of you picking up the gems is so good. It's just, I love it. All the different characters, the builds, how, like, the different loot items come into play is great. There's some stuff I don't love, which is, like, how you acquire your equipment is really annoying and very, like, RNG dependent. But they've done some stuff to make that a little easier. But as long as that isn't, like, a total deal breaker for you, you'll love this game. This game is just, it's just so good. There's so many stages, and like getting to the final thing and doing all the quests and the meta progression, like, just gets absolutely just crazy, all the numbers you can see. And again, kind of like Vampire Survivors, it's normally pretty cheap. I love that they made it cost $6.66. Like, that's hilarious. And then it's on sale for $5. And you can buy a DLC if you want to support the devs as well, which I don't know if those are on sale. Core Keeper, what is that? Okay, interesting. I just saw the bundle there for the first time. But yeah, another very solid, if you're looking for a new Bullet Heaven and you've already played Vampire Survivors, Halls of Torment is the way to go. Next up, we got Cult of the Lamb, which is a... Oh god, it is an action roguelike because you do explore and harvest resources, but it's also like a colony sim. You have your like base building, you got to take care of your cult members and stuff like that. The vibes to this are just like it's incredible. Like you get to get all these cult members and they help you out and stuff. It's just I love this game. It was so good. I can't believe I only have 8 hours on record for this one. That's crazy. They added co-op? Oh, that's crazy. Wow. But this game was awesome. It was such a treat. It's on sale for $13, but it was awesome. And I think Devolver Digital, if I didn't mention it on their other game, has a whole bunch of their games on sale. They're one of, they're like the big indie publisher studio, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird, right? Because like the whole point of being indie is that you publish the game yourself. But anyways, whatever, you know what I mean. They're awesome. So if you like the Devolver Digital games and there's some you're missing, go check them out. They have tons of like the style and the grit and everything of their games is just so good. And then next up, kind of drifting away from indie on this one, but the Batman Arkham games, especially the first one, are some of my favorite games of all time. I have 100%ed all of them at least once, I believe, but the original Arkham Asylum, I have 100%ed it on Xbox, PS4, and PC. And I've done it twice on PC. I love that game so much. Arkham City's awesome. Arkham Knight has some issues, but it's still awesome. Like, still a great game. They're getting real freaky with it. All sorts of different the Batmobiles in that one, like it's just crazy. There's just some weird stuff. I feel like it needed more dev time or something like that for the story. Like there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about because it's very spoiler heavy, but this is one of the greatest franchises of all time, and I'm really, really sad that we got Suicide Squad instead of a good Arkham game. Like there's so much they could do. The Shadow of War games as well use the same kind of combat, and the Nemesis system. There's a lot to rant about WB, but they have put out some really good games. But like, get your shit together over there, CEOs. Like the devs, y'all are doing great. Y'all like the games are good. It's just like, why are we making a looter shooter in 2024? Like it makes no fucking sense. It made no sense. Anyways. That ends the games I've owned and played. This is the little, I'm about to get some YouTube money parts, so I'm going to use I'm getting like $100. So I'm going to use that to buy some more games, which is what I normally do with my YouTube stuff. I don't need anything for the like streaming setup. But yeah, it kind of looked out that the took like 3 or 4 months to get $100, but hey, I'll take it. So I want to buy Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim in forever. I've been talking to it with coworkers. One of them just started a Skyrim playthrough, and I don't know, maybe I'll stream it. I don't know, but I want to get Skyrim. So I'm going to buy Skyrim. I don't need to talk about Skyrim. Everybody knows what Skyrim is, right? If you don't know what Skyrim is, comment down below and I'll explain it to you, I guess. The other game I want to get is Darkest Dungeon 2. I've been wanting to get this game for a while now. It was just $40. A little steep for me whenever it first came out. $20 is kind of more of what I expected the game to cost when it first launched. But yeah, the demo was great for this one. I loved it. And I have a coworker that is completely obsessed with Darkest Dungeon. He's got a big like Darkest Dungeon tattoo like on his arm. It looks so fucking cool. But I've been excited for this one. He said the new Kingdoms mode is crazy. I need to obviously play the normal mode as well. But yeah, I love Darkest Dungeon 1. I love just the vibes of this one. I love the tactical elements. I love the little like D&D like elements, like the party interacting at campfire and stuff like that. Like it's just I loved the first one, but it had the problem of it being like a base, like long ranging thing. This one being more of a roguelite is much more it's just so much easier to swallow, you know? It's like, oh, I lost, I can just hop into another one. You lose a run, you mess up in the first one, it's like, oh, I might as well start over, and it's like you've been in this one build for like 20 hours or something, you know? But super excited to check this one out. Another tactics game I've been excited for is Metal Slug Tactics. It's on sale. I'm just buying it because it's on sale. I basically told myself I was gonna buy this once I got this YouTube payment. My key request never got replied to on Keymailer for this one, which is fine. I'm not upset. I'm just stating what happened. I love this one. It took that Into the Breach style like gameplay and then like made it Metal Slug. There were so many cool little like interactions in this one that I was really excited about. There's a video on the channel if you want to, you know, see what I'm talking about, if you want to see more gameplay. But there was very cool, like the more you move, like the more temporary health you got, or armor, like block. So like it was very like, it rewarded you moving, which is a thing tactics games don't do. Usually the thing in tactics game is to like make a big like Overwatch wall and then let them walk in and then you shoot them. And then last but not least is Raven's Watch, which is a action roguelike. It's got co-op. I got my buddies to buy Sworn, and now I'm trying to use the Steam sale to get them to buy this one. This one looks so good. I love the like Hades. I really like the mythology stuff and then stretching that out into like the game story. I love that. For Raven's Watch, it does the same thing, but it's using like, you know, fairy tales and stuff like that. This one looks super awesome. I played the demo for this back in 2024 whenever the demo was out for it, but it's in 1.0 now, so I'm ready to pick it up, and it's on sale. It's only $12.50. So yeah, super excited. Yeah, and I think we're gonna end the video there. What you know, let me know, you know, down below what games y'all saw on Steam that are on sale. I'm sure I missed a ton of good ones. I tried to focus on just ones that I love and have bought for this one. You know, anyone can sit there and be like, oh, go play this game, it's super good. I wanted to try to keep it somewhat personal, which unfortunately led to me recommending basically just roguelikes, but I digress. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, subscribe for more, you know, video game stuff. I try to play a ton of different games on the channel. I'm trying to hit 10K this year, so if you want to help out with that, that would be great. And yeah, until next time, game on.